Okay, my sexually frustrated miscreants. Or maladapted miscreants, excuse me. Alright, so here's what we're going to do today. It's our DKP site. Show you how to log in, um, create an account, and, uh, claim a character. And basically the whole kit and caboodle. Uh, so we will go, this is our Discord, sorry. On the left-hand side is like a category section. You got to find our DKP section. Scroll down, these are ones with the plus signs are the categories. Scroll down until you see DKP. So here's a sign up. You click that, which is it's here. You click this link. I'm going to touch here briefly on the greed bids and need bids section of this. This is where I'll post when we when when any greed or need bids go up. They'll be here, so you'll be notified. I put add everyone, so everyone should be tagged, hopefully, if you're paying attention to this tab. Um, then you know, okay, it's time to bid. But you got 16 hours to bid, so it's not a huge ordeal, plenty of time. I came back up to the sign up. I click this link here, um, and it'll take me to the Miscreants site. The easiest way I found to sign up would be click bidding tool. Um, and I just created an account. Uh, so you go to register after hitting that bidding tool. Put in a username, a nickname, your email, and a password. Okay, and then it'll send you to your email a verification code. Um, test. Actually, I don't have another. So we're not going to do that. But pretty simple. You'll get the verification code. You put in the verification code spot, and you click register, and bada bing, bada boom, you're in. But we're gonna go back to the site. So once you register, it'll send you or once you're done with that, you now have access. The one mistake I did when signing in here was it says username, it doesn't say email. And I got caught up for a minute when I was making this video because I had my email. Uh, it took me a minute to realize that just one's username. Uh, and just make sure you save your password. I can't tell you how many people I've had to create new accounts for, and I go back and help them. And that's 30 minutes that could have been saved by just clicking save password. Um, so we will go to your characters. This is where you're going to claim your character. Okay, look. So I created my account and I haven't got any further. Now I need to request access. Well, here, instead of me going in and approving everybody, it just makes it so you have to log out and log back in. So you can request access. And look, it says, yeah, so we found a recent request for access for you already. Below for details of that request. Great news, it looks like your request was approved. Please log out and log back in to gain access. Oakley dokley. Do that, do that, and we're in. Now we try characters. Now we can do stuff. Awesome. So this is a list of all of our characters. I created a character for this video purpose, and you just when you're trying to find your character, just use the search bar. You're gonna scroll through. I think we have like 1,300 something people in guild. You'll be here for a while trying to find you. Just do yourself a favor. Use a search. Test. Boom. There's my guy. Right. So uh, you don't have to create a character. Actually, I encourage you just to wait until when you raid, we record your name automatically. So, uh, and your name will just automatically appear here. So after your first raid, just come back to this site, look for your name. It'll be here. And here will be your options. Select and claim. So you want to claim it. Okay. There's a lot of logging out and logging back in. A lot. There's like three of them. So I claimed it and log out, log back in. Let's see, go to test. There he is. Now I can select him. See, and there's no claim button, so it's already assigned it to my this account. Now I go, so I selected it, and now I go to edit at the top right. You need to edit this information, okay, so that matches who you are. If you don't do this step, you're not going to be able to bid on loot. Most importantly, the rank. Um, as long as you got something, but just put what he is. Is he your main or is he your alt? Okay. You see all these other options. It doesn't matter. In our bidding tool, everyone is treated equally. So if I bid 1 and you bid 10, um, say I didn't put leader, I put main, but say I did, you wouldn't get beat by me because I bid because I'm the leader. Everyone you bid higher than me, you won. Okay, but so just put main. Your level, we'll say he's 65. Say he's a Beast Lord, and he's a Pixar. Okay, cool. We did all that. Edited every aspect. Save. Done. Okay. Now bidding tool. Um, Here's where you will bid on things. Right? So you'd select your character. Nothing is found. This I get this a lot. So we're in the middle of raid and someone's just creating their account. Um, so basically it's another refresh or log out, log back in. I think refresh works on this though. And it does. Right. So I clicked refresh up here and it was there. So I click which character and it's my test. And what am I bidding as? I put as main. And now what do I want to bid on? Right? Um, right here in the top right is how much DKP I have. Okay. So if I wanted to bid 1 on this, I just hit 1, send. He has no DKP, of course. So I can fix that real quick so you can see an actual bid. Just a moment. And here I'm just giving him a point of DKP just to show you guys how all this crap works. Alright, so we're back to bidding tool. He now has 1 point of DKP up top, right? So say I wanted this item, I could just bid 1 and send. So anything you send, it'll put your name, dash, and what your bid was. And then below, down here, it'll also say what you bid, right? Say you're like, oh, son of a bitch, I didn't want to bid on the greed, mark agreed. You can delete it. And say you want wanted that. That. Boom, it's there. Or say you didn't want to bid 1, say you wanted to bid 5. Make sure you delete it, or else you're bidding against yourself, and that's something. Um, so, sorry, excuse me. When these end, you'll see who won. See, so this is you'll know it's ended because it'll have no color in it. It'll be all the way down, and I'll have somebody's name in it, and maybe yours if you won. And then instead of just your bid, it'll show everyone's bid down here, right? Um, this is more for our officers, but we'll come in here and see who to send the loot out, and then we move it to the bidding results. But these have not ended, so you see by the color notation. When we first upload them, this whole bar is green. And really all that is just a timer, and it's ticking down. You see it here, right? Um, so it's the Carvestone link Greaves I'm clicked on. If you look down here over the blue words, I hover over it and it'll show me the item, which is nice. And you could click on it and it'll take you to this website, Magello. You sign up for it, which you don't have to, but it's nice because like that item I was just on, see, it's a focus effect Fury of Solasek. I can't see what that effect is, but if I click on that link, it'll take me to that site and I can see what that effect is down there at the bottom. Uh, so this is the name of the item you got clicked. How many are up for auction? See the ×1, so sometimes we get more than one here. We got Ceremonial Jade Inlaid Curious, we got 3 of them. And then next to it, closed. A lot of people think like, son of a bitch, it's already done. No, it's not done. Closed means you can't see other people's bids. This is simply who uploaded the info to here. And this is the actual timer, how much time is left. You heard me earlier say we start with 16 hours. That's for need and greed bids. So the difference between need and greed is need is if your tune came to that raid and will wear the item. Okay? Only if he was at raid and will wear it. Now, greed bids are for anyone. Say you haven't been to a raid in 16 months. I don't give a shit. If you still got DKP, bid your heart out, man. On need bids, boxes and alts can only max bid 20. That is so that mains can have a chance to win. We don't want someone who's been bringing a box for the entirety of the server to outbid any new guys coming in. That's just not fair. You know, we appreciate you and we want you to be able to bid. So if you're just trying to beat a bot, making sure you beat the boxes, just bid 21. You guaranteed beat them. Go to bidding results. This is loot has been sent out, and this will show you what the item was, who won. If there's multiple, it'll list multiple. If there's just one, it'll list one. Some down here, yeah, like this one had like 5 winners. I get questions sometimes. They're like, "Man, I bid on that, and I don't see my bid." Come down to this one, right? So multiple people bid on this, but you don't see your bid. Okay, so we'll go bidding results over here on the categories. Go down to your item, details. Boom, it shows you everyone that bid on it. Tells you the value they bid, what time they bid. Okay. So let's say that there was only 3 of these, right? First 3 would win. But you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. These other guys bid the same thing. It goes by time, right? So you put your bid in first, you're going to win first, right? As long as it's the tiebreaker. If it's more than, then it doesn't matter. First place will always play pay second place plus 1. So even if Shadow Moon bid 100 and Evil bid 21, Shadow Moon would have dropped down to 22. Always. Um, that's that. Every other bid pays what they actually bid. Second place bid 21, he pays 21. Third place, say they bid 1, they'd be paying 1. If you want to see the history of an item with our guild, you can click the item over here, and it'll show you every time it was won, right? So Squee won it most recently, and followed by Moonrise, and it'll show you which date it was on. It'll show you which raid it was on, right? You can go all the way back to the history of our guild with this website. Um, some questions I'll get uh, well, I don't understand why my DKP is this. I've been to this raid, and I spent, I bought this or whatnot. So can you explain this to me? So here we go. I will go to one of my tunes. Call it this guy. God, he hasn't been on in a minute. So here this is what I call. So I went summary. I found my guy. Uh, he was under wizard. Uh, and I clicked his name. So this is all the info about him up top, and down low is what I call like an itemized receipt. Okay, so excuse me, on the far right um, is your cumulative. So that's your total DKP points accrued to this point. Um, the next column over is did we add or subtract your DKP? And this is the reason why the source, right? So Inktuda, right? That's a raid we just did. Um, and uh, so he got 4 points for being at this 2 is the name of our tick or our raid dump. Uh, it's not really important too much for you guys. Just know 1 point is for the on time tick. So if you show up on time at 9 o'clock, you'll get 1 point DKP. Every hour afterwards is 4 points. And then you'll see these minus signs or negative numbers. It's this is what I bid or how much I paid for an item, and it'll tell you, right? He was on the Ukla raid. He bought the Ceremony Jade Inlaid Cuirass for 16 DKP, and there it is, 45 minus 16 equals 29, and it works all the way up. And this is the most present DKP uh, he's had. One Hammer of Delusions for 1 DKP, which gave him from 46 to 45. I think that covers it. Oh, missing raid ticks, and this is important. So sometimes, I want you guys to check all my work. I am only human. I promise you I fuck up more often than I like to. So if you see anything suspicious, uh, say you didn't get an item when you're supposed to, by all means, please reach out. I'm here to help you. Say you didn't get a raid tick. You went to your summary page and you're like, man, I was on this raid and I didn't get um see how it says 0, 1, 2, 3. Say you're like, man, I was there for the third tick and it wasn't showing. And you're like, I want my points so I can bid better. That's fine. So you go to missing raid ticks. Okay, select which character you're concerned about, right? Some people have more than one. You select, and it says, okay, well, which raid are you missing raid ticks from? And here it'll tell you how many you have. So this guy hasn't been any because he's a test guy, but if you went to two out of, say it recorded 2 out of the 4 of Quivik, you go here and it'll show you. And you simply just request a credit for this tick. Boom. Tell me why. Because yo mama, and you request credit. And see request pending. So then it comes back to me, and then I'll approve it. More than likely, I'll approve it. Uh, Other than that, I don't know that anything worth while showing y'all. So, thank y'all. Have a good day.